All right, y'all. So I wanted to talk about Gekshin Squadra, and a lot of people have issues with the game right now. I think in a very valid way. I actually played yesterday with ZVG, Prince Boo, Delito Blue. There's a few players in the community, and we did not have a fun time. We had a giant loss streak. So that was something that did happen, and I think a lot of what happened involved Super Saiyan 3 Goku and just a bunch of meta pick characters. And it's like it felt very punishing because a lot of the times it's just like whenever we picked a character that wasn't necessarily meta, because you could very clearly see the issue right now with how the game operates, and it kind of opened my eyes a little bit to something I want to talk about here today. Now, ZVG made a tweet after saying Gekshin Squadra is one of the worst balanced games in history. From the divine draws to the balance patches, these devs don't know what they're doing. I feel like I don't 100% agree with this. I think especially with the balancing part to an extent, but I definitely see that there are issues that are currently existing right now. And I do want to talk about it. I think honestly, to me, like, we look at the last balance patch right here, I still think in itself the balance patch is good. Like, what is it? What happened specifically for these characters? Krillin, I think he's slightly better pick, right? I'm not gonna say he's big in Krillin meta, but this helps Krillin out quite a bit, right? I think Krillin needs something extra to his kit rather than increased damage, but like, I think this is good. Baby right here, I think Baby is like really nice right now. Actually, I think this is the best Baby has been in, like in terms of like meta wise, since what, like the beta test. I feel like Baby on release, he came out and he was like, okay, you know, maybe Topo Baby, Broly Baby lane. Like, I think he's in a really good spot right now. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is a much better spot right now, and we could even talk about it a little bit more why with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But I mean, this barrier buff was super helpful for this guy. Mini Goku nerf, powerful dance, I think was good. This was kind of mediocre. I don't know why this happens, but this doesn't really affect Super Saiyan Goku, so it's kind of nothing. Kid Gohan did not really need the nerf. I feel like this is kind of like an L. Like, they nerfed him for hammers, but like, I don't know why they just didn't nerf hammers more. That's, you know? So I don't know what to say about that. Hit nerf is good. I think it takes a lot more thinking to use hit now. Hit's still very fun. Actually, I have a hit video coming out soon. He was very fun to use. Pure Boo, good nerfs. God Vegeta, good nerfs. And then Gamma's nerf, I don't know what that is for. Boss's change is fine. Divine draws, Squeaky Hammer all being nerfed was really good. They should have removed it, but again, in terms of it being in the patch and it staying in the game, Squeaky Hammer all is not nearly as big of an issue. Battle Pass changes were good. I think most of this is good except for the percentage change for the super attack cooldowns. Like, all of this, I think are good changes. Like, looking at the patch, like it is a good patch, but the issue is this, and it's always been this: divine draws. To me, the biggest issues is divine draws, and they don't think about divine draws. I've always brought up this idea that there's a disconnect. Like, there has to be like two different teams. One team that like one side of the team designs divine draws, and then the other team side balance the game, or like tries to balance the game. And it feels like the team that balances the game does a good job many times, and then whoever is in charge of divine draws has to lock in, man. We're 5 seasons in, and we continue to have divine draws that just ruin the balance and the integrity of the game. Do you guys want the game to be competitive? Do you want, like, it feels like they do, and then they do this? Because the issue is we're having all these, you know, officially backed tournaments. We're having Squadra Blast World Championship. Like, all of this is happening where they want to push this competitive scene, Then they have these divine draws that just ruin any semblance of balance that they are trying to do. And like it just, let's take Super Saiyan 3 Goku for example here, or here's God Goku. We'll talk about him later. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is a very interesting character. Season 1, he was way too oppressive. They nerfed this guy in season 2, right? Build up meta. This guy wasn't necessarily as good. I think he was put in his place, honestly. Then I think this was during season 3. Yeah, season 3.2. They nerfed his damage again. I feel like they didn't need to nerf it as big as they did. I digress. Season 3.3 patch notes. We see that this guy actually got a damage boost here. I think it was fine. This is one of their biggest mistakes here. There's no reason for them to lower the cooldown reduction of the instant transmission. They increase his damage, that's fine. Why would you make him teleport to enemies faster? That was always a question mark to me. Because it obviously has negative implications if they would ever return a certain divine draw, or, you know, buff him again, which could inevitably happen in the future, right? Guess what happened in season 4? Do you guys know what happened here? Oh, right. They buffed his damage yet again. They reverted his damage back. And this guy in season 4 is actually fine, you know? Awesome. It's good, right? Follow-up damage increase here. This right here. He doesn't have as big of a burst necessarily as he did in season 1. But there's a couple of changes between the meta in season 1 still and what's going on right now. I think first and foremost, one of the biggest changes is that I think characters in general are a lot less tanky. Do you guys know why characters are a lot less tanky against Super Saiyan 3 Goku right now? Let's take a look here. Where is the card? I think it's not in here. Where is it? Divine combo cards. We had Solid Barrier nerfed in one of these seasons, but if you guys remember, Solid Barrier did get nerfed. I think it was in season 3. I think so. Pretty sure it was what, version 1.3 patch notes here, or is it this one? Season 3 patch notes. Solid Barrier. Cooldown was increased. The barrier duration reduced. So one big thing is that Solid Barrier is way weaker. And the equivalent to Solid Barrier, like the reason why they nerfed Barrier was because of the fact that they just like, but Barrier was really strong, right? And without Super Saiyan 3 Goku being super meta, Solid Barrier wasn't necessarily as needed. And then they also added defense step. Like they massively buffed defense step as well. To where it has basically the same effect as Barrier. But the issue is that now it takes a lot longer to get to a really good defensive card. And then even when you run Barrier, you still are going to get melted. It doesn't matter because Barrier lasts a lot shorter. It has a much higher cooldown. The cooldown for Barrier is longer than the amount of time it takes for Super Saiyan 3 Goku to get his instant transmission Kamehameha back, because they buffed the cooldown reduction. And then on top of that, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is already a good character. They said, let's introduce back Super Skill 1 boost and this Divine Draw where you heal on attacks that the enemy, if you shoot out an AoE attack, you can heal your allies with that. Bojack's really good in this mode. Probably a bit too good. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is also very good in this mode. You know what that promotes? Passive play. And the fact that his beam could shoot out across the entire lane when it's maxed out is insane. It's insane. Another issue and difference between this season and the last one. Where is this guy? This guy exists. This guy was probably one of the biggest mistakes they made in terms of balancing. The fact that it applies to ultimates should not It should not apply to ultimates. This should not apply to ults. Or it should be nerfed in general. Like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku's use this guy a lot, and then they just you get like if you use this with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you know how many Dragon Fists you could get in battle? You could get a lot of Dragon Fist off, guys. You could do Dragon Fist a lot. A lot of Dragon Fist. Same with God Goku. God Goku's very good with this guy. Because he could use it to abuse his skill 2, abuse his skill 3, and then get his ultimate off faster as well. His map wide ultimates, which is awesome. And the fact that he could just stay 60,000 feet away. That's another issue. It's not really the balance necessarily, but they don't buff weaker characters enough. It's things that are not included here. So, in terms of the next patch, healing attack has to be nerfed somehow. I think that Super Saiyan 3 Goku just needs a nerf in his damage. Honestly, he needs something, or our defenses need to get stronger because again, they nerfed build up, they nerfed barrier. Now, the only really crazy defensive card we have until later game is going to be probably defense step. And then because of that, these guys are reigning supreme because the thing about build up is that it's even, I still think build up is worse right now than it was in season 1. Because it takes so long to get the build up stacks that you just don't have defense against this guy early game. Especially on super start, skill 1 boost, healing attack is also really annoying. But it's the same thing with God Goku. Same thing with this guy. Now, the really good thing for Super Saiyan 3 Goku is we have one character that could really be good against him. That is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Awesome, right? We love the fact that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta got. I think that's a good thing. He's not super nasty in terms of like stuns and everything like that anymore. His barrier is like our saving grace. Awesome. Doesn't matter for this guy, because for some reason his God Shoot can go through barriers. It can go through Khalifa's barrier, and it can go through Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's barrier. This is unlike any other attack that goes through walls, by the way. This is the only character whose attack goes through walls, but then it also goes through barriers. Even though it only says, right here, gives God Shoot the ability to penetrate walls. That's all it says. But unlike any other ability like this, like, say, Frieza's Beam, right, Final Form Frieza should be on here, no? Take a look at Final Form Frieza's Beam, right here. Penetrates walls. This beam does not penetrate God Vegeta's, or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's, or Khalifa's barrier, right? Khalifa is another character that could actually be super helpful against, what's his face, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's why she was like arguably the best tank in season 1 for a lot of people, because she was actually really good against Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But again, she's less tanky now because build up is nerfed, and barrier honestly was nerfed as well. But like realistically, she would always use Steel Scan, I think, in many situations. But because our characters' defenses are worse than they are before, it makes this guy way better too. It's like a combination of things. It's not necessarily the balance patch that recently happened. It's a combination of things that they didn't account for that they did in previous patches that led to this guy being a monster and being a very, 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 very annoying character. And again, it's the same thing with God Goku. I feel like God Goku, like, he needs a range nerf on his skill 2, personally. His skill 2 needs a range nerf. His skill 2 should not go through barriers. And then he needs a slight damage nerf. I don't even know if I would say slight. He needs just a damage nerf. I don't mind the cooldowns on his skills, but he just does way too much damage. And he could outrage you way too fast. Like, if we at least were able to use barriers against this guy, we would have a bit more of a fighting chance. So, that's one thing. And then, like, okay, think about this. Daima also probably needs a slight nerf. Vegito, I don't think he's probably the one that least needs the nerfs. I don't really think that they need to do much to Vegeta, but like, I think naturally, like he's at the bottom of Z's to me, and you could even argue that he should be an S. But like, okay, if they nerf God Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that's great because you know what happens. You know what every meta team's running: God Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's just what happens. That's just what happens. You don't not see variety because I think these two are so good right now with the divine draws. It's just why would you use someone else? It's not like, oh, you know, I use this character to counter this character, because what counter is there to God Goku necessarily? What counter is there to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who could stand behind these barriers and then shoot you from afar, from like 5 miles away? You can't. These dive characters, like a character like Trunks or even Oob or even Kefla, can't just dive into them because you could literally stand behind one of the barrier walls behind the God of Destruction if you're trying to make a push. God Goku could just melt anyone anyway. Super Saiyan 3 Goku just melts anyone anyways. You try to make a push and you die. That's what happens. Even God Vegeta gets melted too because he doesn't have a lot of defenses. He just has regeneration for his health. And if you take these two out of the equation, it's a lot better for God Vegeta. It's a lot better for Khalifa. It's a lot better for Cooler. It's a lot better for even Vegeta as well. Super Saiyan Vegeta will benefit from that. Zamasu would benefit from that. Broly benefits from that. So many characters benefit from these two not being oppressive demons. Kid Buu as well, like he gets melted by Super Saiyan 3, bro. Hits, it would be a lot useful for him to not have to deal with Super Saiyan 3 like that either. I mean, because obviously Hit can backdoor and Super Saiyan 3 could just teleport. That's another thing, like whatever action you make, you get countered by Super Saiyan 3 because you can't do anything. And by the way, even if you somehow are able to dive in on Super Saiyan 3 as Trunks, Oob, Caplek, Super Saiyan Goku, what happens, guys? He releases a Dragon Fist that surrounds him and deals a ton of damage and just one-shots you. And again, he's able to have this up all the time. Hold up, I gotta open the game, bro. Like, okay. Oh, wait, I brought the wrong helper. I'm stupid. Let's go into training mode here. Let's get Elder Kai. Right? Bam. Easy. Let's go in here. Let's just go ahead and shoot out my Dragon Fist, honestly. Let's say someone dives on me. I'm Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Oh, no. What am I going to do? Wait, I have to wait for the helper to come back. Dang it. Let's say someone's trying to dive on me. I Dragon Fist them. Bam. Okay. And then I do this. And then I can just shoot my beam from afar. And then guess what? By the time this beam's over, I can shoot another beam! Whoa, and then guess what? I got 30% of my ultimate. Probably like, what, 15% extra for my ultimate. My ultimate's already almost halfway back. And it's been like, what, like 10 seconds? I just like, I don't know what to say. Obviously I don't have any damage cards here or anything like that, but like, and then guess what? I already have my ultimate 70% of the way back. Probably like what, like 30 seconds I have my ultimate again? Like why? Why is that a thing? Why? I don't know. I don't understand. I just like, this guy is a mistake. And again, you can do the same thing for God Goku as well. Where you just like recharge his like skill to like 60 million times, build up his gauge. Oh, I get all my skills back again. God Goku, maybe he needs the same buff, the same nerf that God Vegeta got too, where the cooldown of his skills need to not increase as much after he fills up his gauge. The damage, like he needs just like a few nerfs. There's a few avenues you can nerf this guy. It is not healthy. It's not. And then another issue with this game still, it's the fact that There's still tons of desync. And then look at this. This could just happen. This could just happen in your games. And then you just get error code 0. Look. You could... We're season 5. Like, we're in season 5. And we're getting an issue that happened in season 1. Again. It's back. Desync was a huge issue. They fixed it, and then now it's back. That's the issues with right now. The issues are divine draws. The issues are, I think, Elder Kai. A bunch of these changes, and it's them not accounting for their past changes. But there's also technical issues like error code 0, desync, that just make it stupid. Yesterday, a Frieza glitched over barrier and killed me, got a team wipe, and I lost because of it. Oh my god, brother. Just like, you need to fix these issues. You need to address this. There has to be a hot fix. We cannot be waiting 2 weeks for the mess made to be cleaned up. We cannot be waiting 2 entire weeks. There's a hot fix for nerf. I mean, there's a hot fix for hits nerf, bro. There better be a hot fix this week for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, especially. God Goku needs a nerf. Healing attack. And Frieza's barrier also being, like, indestructible. Please, you have to hot fix these characters. You have to bring in a patch right here and there. The problems are very apparent. They are very apparent. And I know that they see things in the community. We know that they look at the community, that they look on Twitter, look at content creator videos. They do this stuff. This happens. It does happen. And it feels like the fact that we know that it happens and they still don't do this stuff makes it feel like they just don't care. But if they fix these things, again, let's take a look here. If they nerf God Goku, Super Saiyan 3, maybe we'll still see Daima like being like played like as mega good character, but Daima you have to play a lot safer around. I feel like the thing about Daima and Vegito is that they don't take only 2 brain cells to play like God Goku and Super Saiyan 3. These 2 characters, they take absolute 0 knowledge. They take literally 0 skill. They actually, like, they shoot beams from afar. It's just a point and click. They are literally point and click characters. You just aim, and then it's not even like terrible aiming you have to do. And it's so easy to use them. It really is. And they hardly can get punished anymore. Because God Goku on release is like, okay, it's not like he had the super mega low cooldowns that he had before. Or like he had like decently high cooldowns, right? And I think that was fair. But now he has so low cooldowns that his skills just like are infinite. Super Saiyan 3 will always be an issue with his ultimate. It just covers him. I feel like I don't know what I would do for that. It's like, it's so hard to dive in this guy. This guy actually is like, his design, he might be just like the worst character they dropped for this game in terms of balance. Like, they truly messed up with this guy. I have no idea what they were thinking with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Because if he's ever meta, it's like Deborah. He's like the Deborah. It's like so weird to say this, but he's like Deborah. The game cannot be fun if Super Saiyan 3 Goku's meta. When Super Saiyan 3 Goku's meta, the game's not fun. If Deborah was meta, the game would also be not fun. It's 2 sides of the same coin. Deborah has to be bad, or else the game will be insufferable. But Super Saiyan 3 Goku isn't. And guess what? The game is insufferable! we see people agree right here. We gotta Goku meta? No. No. Unfortunate for skill 1 is... I've always been a fan. He hope he isn't gutted. I just think that, like... I'm sorry. I don't think he should be gutted. But he needs to be nerfed to be, like, kind of where he was in Season 4. And I think that would be way better for him. The nerf God Goku. And then I think we're actually... Because, again, you make these guys, like, what? Like, around the range of, like, these guys? I think by proxy, it makes Broly better. Give Broly energy defense. He could look a lot better here. Nerf healing attack. Like, the amount that you heal from healing attack is way too strong. Because now people just run, like, triple red. It's like, doesn't matter. Like, if you're not picking, like, Bojack, Super Saiyan 3, Goku, and healing attack, what are you doing? Like, you can't even really use Broly in healing attack at this point because everyone's just running energy damage characters. But, like, again, I think we would see a lot more Keflas, Super Saiyan Gokus, Oops, Trunks. But you don't even see Daima that much anymore. It's literally always Super Saiyan 3, God Goku, and then maybe a Vegeta and Daima here and there. That's what it is. That's what it is. And then you see Bojack and healing. That's all you see. That's all you see. For technicals, you see Bardock, Vegeta. I feel like is mostly what I see, honestly. Because Vegeta, the only reason why you see Vegeta so much is because of this guy. Right here. This guy right here. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Maybe you see Caulifla or God Vegeta. They also pop up. Frieza Kid Buu. I don't think I've ever seen like another tech besides maybe Hit. I don't. I feel like I've let my frustrations out again because it's so close. We're so close. We are so close. We're genuinely so close. Genuinely, we are so close. We really are, man. It's just like we really would be in a like twice of a better game spot. And the thing is, it doesn't matter if the rest of the game is balanced. If the two DPS slots, like, okay, the rest of the game could be the most balanced ever. Doesn't matter. The entire role could be balanced except for one tank, one technical, 2 DPS. Does not matter what the rest of the game is. Those characters will run the game and make the game insufferable. And we see that right now with Super Saiyan 3 and God Goku. Doesn't matter that most of the rest of the game is actually in a decent spot because these two just mess it all up. But please hotfix them. Do something as soon as possible. Another funny thing, actually, before I end, the Daima nerf is really funny because I think they nerfed Daima's skill 1 damage because of the fact that skill 1 boost is coming. I think that's why they nerfed this damage. And then they didn't think to nerf Super Saiyan 3. Interesting. Anyways, the OC's over, bro. I'm not gonna replay it. Thanks y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.